either a light or heavy. It's different per
Well,
character.
he only has a heavy one.
Yeah, which his is very slow, so you never really use it. Some people do, so other
Yeah,
times don't.
it's super slow.
It's more something you use to clear when you're clearing out minions or something. You just enter a minion lane. Yeah,
Like I'm already
yeah,
like.
there should be a stream up now.
Let me refresh. Here we go. Unga.
Hey, am I wrong? Alright.
Wait, what? Wait on screen.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Alright. So,
I always fight Warden. Is that wrong or no?
um, not really. I just go with Berserker because Berserker doesn't have a guard spot, so that's
Okay,
sort of bounce
so
up. But so literally, here's what Logan likes to do: is pretty much he's offensive form.
let me first
he'll
change
just do
my person.
like he'll just do a taunt.
And what bot level should I go on? Auto
Oh,
1, 2, or 3.
I just have a set of 1 because I generally manually I don't have really fight a bot. I'm more tell to do specific inputs.
Okay, there we go. I changed it. So how do you have that thing on the side there? Above your quick settings.
Oh, let me see. Where was it again? User interface.
I'm like, I've seen that on a lot of stuff I've been watching, and no idea how to do it.
Where is it? Here it is.
So go to user interface.
And it's the very bottom.
User interface. Very bottom. Where it says fight.
No, scroll down further. It should say
Oh,
display combat damage and log.
There we go.
Alright, so funny Highlander stuff. So what Logan loves to do when he's offensive storm is he does the taunt and people will react to it. People react to the taunt and then freaking the Logan will bob him. It's kind of funny, honestly.
So basically, you use the taunt and you throw out a light. I'm guessing, right?
And no, you do a taunt. You can throw out a light, but Logan usually throws out a heavy.
Okay.
Because that's the heavy. So, but there's a thing you can do a Highlander for Dutch heavy, but that's a top one. But you can also do this, which all does is you do you press the forward dodge heavy once, then you press the heavy input again while switching guards.
So basically, forward dodge heavy is
Forward dodge heavy, then you press heavy again on a different direction.
no, but forward dodge heavy is the forward square, right?
Yep. Well,
So then basically,
it's forward and X. Dodge is X for you. I have my buttons remapped, but I do remember what some of the default ones were.
there we go.
Also, funny thing about Highlander is if you're really good at timing, you don't have to block.
Well, because isn't parry just swinging at the same time as your opponent, your blades meet?
That's if you press the heavy input. But for Highlander, he has something called a crushing counter on his light attacks, which if you look at my sword, you see how it flashes white.
Mm-hmm.
If the attack hits you on the same direction that you're swinging, essentially you literally time it as if you're timing a heavy parry, you get something called a crushing counter, which I can show you.
Is that just basically just doing a light, or is it holding a light?
You just tap light.
Okay.
Alright.
See how that works.
Fuck, how did I change?
Okay, there it is.
Alright, basic. Oh, where is it? Common. Here it is. Alright, so look over. You looking at my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, see that's a crushing counter. All I do is I throw a light on the correct timing, and I crush and counter. Then that you can also follow it up with a combo, because it counts as an opener light.
So basically, you can crush and counter into like a Tyrannog or something.
Sure. Yeah. Essentially it's just think of it as an opener attack. It's pretty much it's a combo opener.
So, yeah. It's like one of my dailies is to do 6 matches as knights, so I'm like, Warden probably is gonna be a good option. Cause I'm just thinking of like,
I can probably show you a couple things with Warden actually, since I do play him a bit.
and,
Which Warden's pretty simple. He did get some changes a little bit, so he can no longer do a backstep bash like he did before. Instead, he can do a pretty much forward dodge bash or a side dodge bash.
cause like I'm thinking of like my other knight heroes I have. It's either Lawbringer, Peacekeeper, or Warden.
Peacekeeper I would not recommend whatsoever. Lawbringer neither. Never. I don't recommend Lawbringer either.
I don't even own Conqueror, so it's like.
Clunker's really easy.
So it's like Warden.
Or you can try to get Warmonger when you can. Yeah.
I'm really thinking about Warmonger.
Alright, so Warden got some changes.
I'm not loaded in yet, so.
Alright, let me know.
Oh, it automatically put me up against another Warden. No, a Berserker. Okay. So now I'm in.
Alright, so they made some changes. So he can no longer do a bash. So like I just tried to do a backstep bash. Can't do that anymore. So instead it has to be from the side or forward. And but so before he can either do it out of neutral or after a light. But now he can do it after a heavy or a zone.
And that's just, I'm guessing the bash is just back square.
Nope, it's just a guard break when it's just guard break mid combo or mid dodge. Yeah, so there's nothing about him. So pretty much you can literally have combos like this. You can essentially have an infinite combo. You can have an infinite combo as long as you have Sandwich.
Yeah, I sort of figured out if you do the R1 light heavy into the shoulder bash, you can sort of keep like.
Yeah, you can keep going.
Yeah.
Which also another thing. So for his side lights, if you double tap it, generally what you want to do is as soon as you hit your opponent, you tap your light again on the same side, and you do a double swipe.
So okay, crushing counter strike is up plus R1.
Yeah, which that's essentially a top light.
Yeah. Valiant breakthrough, forward X plus R2. Oh wow, Warden has even shorter moveset.
Yeah, his moveset's pretty simple. Because
no,
he
it's
doesn't
like
have stance.
It's short.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, which I would try to teach you about feints, but you should learn more of the game first before you start learning how to feint.
Yeah.
Also, remember he can also charge his shoulder bash, which when you charge your shoulder bash, you get a guaranteed heavy out of it. If you don't charge it, you get a guaranteed light.
So basically, you would go. So is there any moves like you should not do as Warden, or is it just like...
They're all really good, honestly. I'd say one thing is you cannot double tap a light if it's from the side. No, if it's from a top, you can only double tap it from the side.
Yeah, I was looking through and it's like, second side light in the same direction guaranteed to hit. First one, second top light is guaranteed after a crushing counter strike hits.
Yeah. Which, crushing counter, top, I never really land, but then I don't really play Warden like a lot, so it's not like muscle memory yet.
So, press circle or charging shoulder bash to cancel it.
Yeah, that's fainting it. Which one thing I like doing sometimes is going to the bash, charging it a bit, so they think I'm gonna do a charge bash. Then I feint it into guard break. Then I get a free heavy. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if you ever have a charge bash, like a bash you can actively charge, generally you can feint it. You can feint it, and people usually feint it into guard break because it will catch a dodge. Then your opponent has to make the read on whether or not you're actually going to feint it into guard.
Yeah, so basically just playing those two guys. Is there nobody else I should... Because like, I don't have a lot of people.
Yeah. I could actually probably show you some Nobushi stuff just so you can kind of see like the technicalities of Nobushi. And keep in mind, I'm probably going to fuck up because even I still have a hard time trying to do them. Consistently, at least.
It's like, I want Warmonger, but I'm like, I don't know if I should get like Gladiator, Centurion, Shaman, or somebody else for 10,000 first.
A Shaman is not simple. Centurion it is and isn't simple. Since he's more like, he's a character that you grow with. Alright.
And I don't know about any of the Chinese, like Tiandi, Nuxia, Shaolin,
Tiandi's easy.
Bitch Slap Man, or Zanhu.
JJ is an odd one. I don't really know if he's easy or hard. It's hard to say.
He's considered hard.
Well, I don't listen to the game for that because there are characters that are considered hard, but yet are very easy to play.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can show you some of the Nobushi, like a bread and butter Nobushi combo that people love doing. So literally what I did there is 4 dodge light, bleed. So pretty much you get 2 bleeds there.
So it's basically forward X, R1, R1.
Alright, so yeah, so pretty much first bleed again, back light, side dodge heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty much
the side dodge heavies are some, like, 'cause I need to learn how to do like the side dodge stuff. Still.
Yeah, which the side dodge heavies don't really hit. They don't have much iframes whatsoever.
Yeah.
So they're very risky to do. So they're usually combos. People use for combos. But so essentially, literally what I did there is I animation canceled the light combo. I animation canceled that into a backlight, and then I animation canceled the backlight into a side dodge heavy. See what I mean by Nobushi being all about animation cancels?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which then, after the side dodge heavy, you can throw a heavy. I forget if you can throw a light too. No, you can't. Oh, we can follow up with a kick though. Yeah, which also, the heavies are undodgeable. So, you know what that means.
Well, she doesn't do the blue aura, so...
No, she doesn't. It's just hard to see because of her blade. Her blade's really long.
Okay.
But, yeah, all of her finisher heavies are undodgeable, so what people love doing... I see people just do this sometimes. Just poke, kick. Like, they just literally do poke, kick, poke, another poke, then throw a heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really interesting. She's much better now.
So basically, for somebody like me, it'd be better off just sticking like the Warden Highlander right now.
You most definitely can play Nobushi, It's just that, like I said, it's going to require a lot of practice. A lot of commitment. Yeah, also, like I said, you're going to have to look up stuff on how to animation cancel. I'm trying to remember what there is that I can also animation cancel. Alright, so that can be soft feigned into a dodge. Into dodge heavy.
So
that can't be animation canceled. Alright, so the zone, if you hit the second hit on the zone attack, that cannot be animation canceled into anything interesting.
I'm just looking through the feints. No, I'm looking through the feats for like Warden. And I don't have a lot of them.
Yeah, you have to once you get into level 20, then you'll unlock. Well, actually, when you get to level 19, you'll generally unlock all of them.
Well, it's like right now I have like Conqueror as a passive, capture zones faster, picked up boost last longer, Inspire, allies and yourself deal more damage, soldiers fight faster.
Yeah, I know what they are.
So I don't think Fiat Lux is a good one. Then I have Second Wind.
Let me double look. Let me double check.
The other one's Pungo Mortis. And the only fourth feat I have is Catapult. I would like to get Stalwart Banner, the second one.
And let me double check. So if you look back onto my stream, I can show you what generally the feats I run.
I'm not going to have them all, that's the thing.
Yeah, you'll unlock them pretty soon though. Doesn't take long.
I think my Warden's like level 13 or something.
So this is generally what I run.
Yeah, body count. I don't have throw and come back.
Yeah, I know.
So you do run Pungent Morris instead of Second Wind.
Most time I do run the bomb, but sometimes I'll run Second Wind. Depends how I feel. Yeah. Usually I run body count, then, occasionally Conquer.
Well, I usually just run Conqueror because I'm like...
Yeah, which... Conquer, you can run, but I'll run it for Breach, if I'm playing Breach. Otherwise, I'll go body count.
I'm probably going to be playing Domain. That's why
Dominion,
I was like...
Yeah.
Dominion. So it's like... Capture zones faster sounds like a good idea. Because it's like, unless I'm going down there and killing soldiers a lot.
Alright, also, so do you want me to show you a little bit of why Hidakiri is busted?
You can. So I'm guessing. So I'm
just gonna set the person to a Warden.
So I'm saying Conqueror, Inspire, the Bomb, and then the Catapult. That's all I have.
Yeah, body count.
Huh?
You do a body count, which I prefer body count over Conquer for Dominion specifically.
And then I just don't like the flash grenade, honestly.
Yeah, I don't really
use Inspire.
I don't really use. Well, the flash grenade can help, but generally you want to try to get to throwing comeback, because the throwing comeback, whenever you pop Revenge, you regain some of your health.
Yeah.
And Vanguards, they get more, essentially, renown, essentially to unlock their feats when they're outnumbered. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little bit why Hidakiri is busted. Keep in mind, look at the damage numbers down below. Alright, so normal lights. Alright, normal lights.
Why do I have Chimera Heart? Oh, it's got a timer on it. That's weird.
Steve, you see an issue here?
You're just chaining heavies.
Yeah. Hidakiri has infinite chain heavies.
Yeah, that's what the guy was saying is an issue.
Yeah. Also, not to mention, Uncharged Bash gives you a heavy. And once the changes come through, once the new changes, Hidakiri changes come through, the Charge Bash will also guarantee heavy as well. But right now it just guarantees a light. Then also, 34 damage. Which then can be feinted into guard break, and then also feint to guard break again. Kick. Then also feint the bash into guard break, another heavy. I'm playing with Aaron, and he has literally played matches without touching the light attack move once as Hidikiri.
So yeah, my Warden's level 10.
Yeah. It doesn't take too long to level up.
Highlander's level 13. And running him, I run body count. Because it's like I have faster recovery or rush, gain movement speed for a short duration, like body count. Then I put bear trap instead of inspire. Then
yeah, bear trap is more of something if you literally will set a trap.
yeah,
It does small damage to them. It does a little bit of damage to them, but it stuns them in place, so you can maybe get a heavy off it if you're like right there.
Well, should I just put inspire on instead?
What's the third option for that feat section?
Winner's advantage. Gain a temporary attack buff after a successful attack.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna want to put on once you can.
But I don't have it.
Yeah. Generally use inspire if you're gonna be in minion lane a lot. Otherwise.
So then I have either second wind or longbow. I use second wind.
Yeah. I go between both of them.
And then instead of spear storm, I'm just using fire flask.
So I might as well just show you funny.
Is that wrong or no?
What?
Using fire flask over spear storm.
No, it's not wrong. Spear storm is really.
I mean,
good, they're both. I want
to get Champion's Aura.
The Champion's Aura is not bad. Logan like using it.
Logan well, like Champion's Aura, then you go with like second wind, and then you go like winner's advantage, and it's like you're just constantly healing yourself once you have your 4 feats.
Well, Champion's Aura is an active ability which has a long cooldown.
Yeah.
So it's more if you want to play, I guess, supportively. Otherwise, people usually run other feats. Alright, so you want to see funny Shinobi stuff?
I mean, I literally don't understand Shinobi one bit. So you're gonna be like,
you don't have to understand this to see him.
Isn't he like? No, who's the worst character? I heard Aramusha.
No, Shinobi is.
Really?
Shinobi is by far the worst character.
So let's go to orders. Perform 3 executions. Complete 2 matches. Revive 5 allies. Complete 6 matches and perform takedowns.
Like, well, one thing Shinobi uses up a lot of stamina. Second, whenever Shinobi does their ranged, heavy attacks,
yep.
If they get parried, the opponent will actively knock them down. Will essentially full on knock them down. Not just do a normal little parry and then get a light off. No, they can get a heavy off. Sometimes 2. Sometimes a light and a heavy, depending on what character they're playing.
Oh.
And also.
Okay, I'm playing Citadel Gate Ashfield.
Yeah, and then also another thing. Shinobi has the least amount of health in the game, so that is detrimental.
Okay, so both teams here have a bot.
Yeah, throughout the match.
So we have a Berserker, a Mia's Warden, a Warmonger, and a bot.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
The other team has a Shaman, Shigoki, and what's his name? You're playing him, Shinobi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so generally up against a Shigoki, whenever you see him charging a heavy, your best bet is to roll away.
Feint it.
Your best bet is to roll away, which is to
roll back.
Yeah, which is essentially you hold your left stick back and you double tap. You double tap your dodge button to roll away.
Which is X, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's your best bet for dealing with him.